Welcome back to Hobby Jogger Elite. My name is Connor, and welcome back to the sub 250 marathon build, where we are coming off a sub 3-hour marathon in the fall of 2023, where I ran 2:53:12 for the marathon distance, and now we're just trying to get under that 250 mark. I'm a couple weeks in, several weeks in, I guess you would say. I honestly finally feel like I'm starting to hit my stride for the first time since last marathon training block. I have felt like a big grizzly bear just ambling out of his cave, woken from his hibernation slumber, trying to really rouse myself and get motivated for some of these workouts. And I feel like this was the first week of this block where I actually felt enthused and excited, not only to work out, but about the actual results of the workout. So that's been awesome. So the first part of this video is going to be that midweek workout that I hit to begin the week with. And the second part of this video is actually going to be about a new running related device I've picked up, the Stryd Duo, where it's 2 strides clipped to each shoe. This is a new development from Stryd that I've been really eager to test out and see what it's all about when it comes to those running analytics, all of that good data that comes with Stryd. So without further ado, let's get into our midweek workout. All right, welcome to the Thursday morning edition of the Wednesday workout. Had to push this a day because of the weather as of late here in the Northeast, particularly like Pennsylvania, Maryland, New York, New Jersey, through the beginning and middle of this week. Just torrential downpour, constant flooding, 30 to 40 mile an hour winds, power outages. So I've been lucky enough to actually have power throughout the beginning of this week. Been at least 2 or 3 days since I ran outside. So a lot of treadmill runs, a lot of Seinfeld episodes throughout my running this week. So happy to be outside again. Happy to be finally working out for the first time since Saturday of last week. So it's been 5 days since I've done any quality. It's just a threshold based workout. So aiming for around 6:10 per mile pace on a 4x2 mile workout here today. Miles of warm-up in the books there. Excited for this workout. Hopefully going to get some good momentum going, because you can't find a guy who's more excited to go for an easy run as of late. It's more like getting through the workouts right now than it is like really attacking them and enjoying them. I think I really enjoyed like the first 2 workouts I did back, and since then it's been like, man, I could really just go for a lot of long easy runs right now. So hopefully this is a good tone setter. Gonna go out slow intentionally. I should be targeting like 6:10, somewhere between like 6:05 and 6:10 per mile pace for these 2-mile reps. I think I'll start closer to like 6:15 to 6:20 for the first one, just to really ease my way in. And the hope is just that I feel good by the last one and feel like I can do one more 2-mile rep. That's really my only goal today, is to get some good work in, not worry too much about hitting that exact VDOT like 6:07 per mile threshold pace. If I feel good enough to work down towards that, fine. But again, we still got a decent amount of time here till the first week of April, until this marathon, and I want to enjoy this, not feel like I'm just dragging myself through these workouts. So let's get this going. First 2-mile rep underway. We got this. All right, halfway through 2 of the 2-mile reps done. We went 12:17 or 12:18 on the first one, and then 12:10 on that second one. Pretty decent so far. I don't feel destroyed. So, it's absolute wonders what 4 easy days between workouts can do. makes me very jealous of people who can, you know, do the 9-day training cycle, or even 14-day training cycle. Would be interesting to give a try one of these times. Might experiment a little in the future, but yeah, recover here, take a gel, 2 more 2-mile reps, keep it rolling. All 4 reps are done. I think rep 3 was like 6:04, 6:05 a mile. I think it was 12:09 total. And then I think I was around 12:11 or 12:12 for the 4th one, but my heart rate reading cut out during the 1st mile for about 10 seconds and totally tanked my pace and threw off the GPS calculation. So I would say that last rep was actually like probably closer to 12 flat, because that 2nd mile was definitely, I think, close to the 5s, somewhere in the high 550s. But regardless, who cares? Great workout. I would say out of all the threshold workouts I've done so far this block, that was one of the better ones. So definitely good to bank a workout that wasn't just executed well, but I had fun running. In other news, this week, I have been named one of the 2024 Stryd running ambassadors. Hold applause. No reason to feel very special here, but honored to have been selected after I applied to be a Stryd ambassador for this year. And you might be wondering, why did you apply for that? Because I love Stryd. I've been using Stryd, believe it or not, since October of 2020. So this is the 4th calendar year that I've been using Stryd, and using it for well over 3 years at this point. I genuinely feel like has added to my insight as a runner. I don't think it is important to completely and utterly, unendingly fixate on data when it comes to running, but when you're somebody like me who is chasing goals with pretty much every single race that they sign up for, the more information you have about what you're doing well and what you need to improve on a little bit, the better when it comes to optimizing your training, in the hopes that it will get you to that time. So of course, I am chasing this time a pretty specific goal when it comes to sub 250 at the marathon distance in 2024, and hopefully an additional Stryd will help me in doing so. So I already bought my own next gen Stryd months and months back, and I now have a second one that the lovely people at Stryd have sent to me. I'm going to be having 2 Stryds strapped to my feet on every single run. So let's take a look at what that looks like. You obviously get the Stryd shipped to you. It comes in this handy dandy little box. In addition to that, you get your charger, your clips, all the necessary good stuff. And then you just connect it to your phone on the Stryd mobile app. You connect that to your watch. Next thing you know, you're ready to get running. So now, as you can see here, I have 1 Stryd on each shoe. And the great thing about this duo Stryd is that it tracks your foot path. This is done in order to measure bilateral running movement. And to your watch and to the Stryd system, it can report real-time balance metrics when it comes to each individual stride. And by now having a Stryd on each side, it can be accurate to the millimeter, to the millisecond with each movement. And the other cool thing it can do is on the post-run side of data analysis, you can actually see your recorded foot path, which I intend to do with the treadmill run that I have coming up here. All right, so here we are in the post-run footpath visualization on the actual Stryd desktop app. You can just add a run by going to your calendar, selecting whatever run you want to take a look at, and then you get the actual footpath data and visuals here. This is the visual of my footpath from the back view, so it can show if your feet are flaring out a little bit, like mine seem to be, coming in a little bit. You can compare it with the right-left balance or imbalance sort of visualization. You can change it to a top view or a side view here, where it shows what your right foot is doing versus what your left foot is doing. And it looks like mine are pretty similar in terms of the sort of distance they are traveling both backward, forward. You can add different metrics here on the side if you want to see other things that are going on. And then you can add more data and see what the actual visualization for the whole body looks like. So pretty cool data here. I'd be eager to see what it looks like on a bit of a longer run. I only went for about 10K, a little over 6 miles, around 50 minutes of running here. So interested to see what this metric, what these readings, this data can sort of reveal about my technique, my mechanics, my form, potential improvements I could make there. So really valuable data here from Stryd. Look forward to exploring it even more. And let me know if you use Stryd, if you've tried the Stryd Duo 2-foot pod setup. Otherwise, I think that's everything I have for this week's episode of Marathon Training. So we will catch up next time.